There once was a dream world in which familiar friends, from the most heroic to the most villainous, lived together in harmony. However, as time passed, the forgetting set in, and the world fell into darkness until you arrived. You have the power to make it special again. With your help, this dream world can grow back into something magical. This is a place where you'll have no worries, where you'll wish time could get frozen, where you can find a friend in everyone, and feed your passions. A place where you can find yourself at home. This is a place where every day is a dream come true. This is Dreamlight Valley.
Alrighty, welcome back, fellow gamers, to another edition of the Ratscast. Cyperrat here, as always, coming to you once more from Disney Dreamlight Valley. First off, let's go ahead and here we go. I want to come over here, closer to the store. Let's talk about the latest update stuff. We got some new stuff in the store, and a lot of returning stuff, of course, as you can see. So once again, we have the Adventure Treehouse. And again, I mentioned this one because this is another returning set. Oh, wait. You know what? I completely forgot a few things. First off, we're getting ready to go on an ad break, so I do apologize for that. But I do welcome everybody who's stopping and hanging out for the channel. Lurkers, always welcome. Thank you guys for being here and being part of the show. You guys are awesome. And I really do appreciate it. Hang on for just a couple of minutes. The ad break will be over unless you guys want to sub to the channel or use your Prime sub. Either that, we will see you shortly, and we won't go any further than this, okay? After this, I'm going to be addressing everybody on YouTube, so see you guys in a few, okay? Now that they're all gone, let's address the other side of the room. Like I said, hello to everybody over there on YouTube who's watching on that channel. Thank you guys for being here and being part of the show after the fact. I appreciate it very, very much. I upload my videos every couple of days. Basically, when I finish a stream, I upload the yesterday's video to YouTube and set it for the following morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So, depends on where you are, where you're at. You can catch the stream at that point in time. So, make sure you guys are checking out the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying the show, of course, and the bell notification so you know when the new episode goes live. It also is very helpful if you guys give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below because it does help interaction in the channel, and it gets the algorithm to recognize my channel more and hopefully send it out to more people, which is really what I need the most. But you do you guys. I'm not going to force anyone to do anything. Sort of. But I thank you guys so much for being here, for being part of the show. And hopefully you guys will come back for more fun and games on my channel, as I am a variety streamer, and I have a lot of content on here for you guys to watch and enjoy over the many years I have been streaming. So, there it is. Now we're getting ready to come back from ad break in about 5 seconds. And, okay, hopefully everybody is back from ad break. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I see we got quite a few people in chat already. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for being here and being part of the show. You guys are awesome. If you guys are returning viewers, thank you guys again so much for being here and being part of the show. You guys are awesome. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. My name is cyperrat. This is my channel. I am a variety streamer, and I play lots of different types of games. This is just one of many that you can find here on my channel or on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/theratscast. Because I am the rat, and this is my broadcast. Now, that we have that all taken care of and out of the way, let's get back to checking out what we have in today's store. Again, like I said, this is a returning item. The Adventure Tree House is what it's basically what it's called now. Originally, it was the Swiss Family Robinson Tree House when it was first introduced into Disneyland, and I believe it was also the same in Disney World when they first introduced it. But during the 90s, because a lot of people didn't know that movie because it was such an old movie. It was like, what, 30 years at the time? And a lot of people didn't go back and watch the old Disney films unless, you know, there was an adult who knew those films and tried to show them to kids. They decided to modernize it, and they turned it into the Tarzan Treehouse. Well, as popular as that film was, they still were getting about the same amount of people coming and going throughout the treehouse. It wasn't the huge draw it once was back in the 60s and 70s when it was out. So they decided to renovate the whole thing, restructure the whole lot, put it back almost close to the original Robinson Treehouse, but with some added differences because they now put it to coincide alongside their new Adventurers Club. I can't remember the name of it now, but I'm trying to think of what it is. Adventurers and Explorers. I think it's something like that. And so you're going to see like the labels all over Frontierland. Like if you go to Jungle Book, you're going to see the label from the group and a lot of the boxes there. There's going to be stuff here as well. And it's all supposed to be tagged as part of this wider scoped adventure. That these, I think it was like 5 or 6 members had done and gotten themselves into throughout their adventures through, you know, back in the 1800s or whatever it was. So, and I think that goes along with the original oh, it's just Family Robinson. Yes, there's Family Robinson Free Treehouse. That's what we're talking about. Yep, it's back. 2 people both saying the same thing. Yes, that's the old Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. It's not called that anymore. We just went over that a little while ago. because it now is a part of the Adventurers and Explorers Club that the new Disney created. So this, the Haunted Mansion and the Big Mountain Mine Train, and the original Tower of Terror it's still in Disney World. It's not here because they changed. No, ours is still the original. Ours is the original. One has been turned. Yeah, Big Thunder Mountain. Yes. Um, but one of the towers was turned into the Disney World has the original Tower of Terror. Okay, that's why I could not remember. I know one of them they changed over for the Guardians of the Galaxy Escape. But one of them is still the original Tower of Terror, because that is Hightower, is the guy's name, and he's one of the adventurers who's part of the club. Same with the guy who owned the mining company at Big Thunder, which is why everything kind of sank in the way it is and all the problems that it's having, because, and of course everything's haunted, because they dug over an Indian burial ground and disturbed the spirits. So I think they're trying to make some upgrades on that too. So you'll probably see a lot more of the Adventurers and Explorers Guild labels all over the place. So yeah, so this would be the Haunted Mansion, the Big Thunder, the Tree House, Jungle Book, and there's one other, and I cannot remember. Oh, and the Tower of Terror. Harrison Hightower. Yes, yes, but he's in everything Disney now. He's all over the place. Because if you can go, there is an official Adventurers Club that you can go into and check out some of the photos and all the what have yous. In fact, they're making out that Indiana Jones was a part of this group, even though he's not pictured in there. He had done work for them, so they're going to have certain items and stuff that he had found that's going to be showcased either in photos or in actual what have yous, relics in their club. But there's going to be a portrait of like several different people. I think one female and the rest of them are all males, older males. And Harrison Hightower is one of those people. And this is the storyline they are going through now. If you want a very updated look at the whole idea of this Adventurers Club, the best thing I could send you to is a YouTuber called Offhand Disney. All he does is go through Disney lore, Disney coming events, special events that is going on. He looks at a lot of the rides and all what have you. He's a huge lover of the Haunted Mansion, and he has so much lore and stuff that he goes over with the Haunted Mansion. He actually had a podcast with another YouTuber that they called what was it called? It was something Mortals. I can't remember the name of it. My brain is dropping out of sync here. Anyways, he has a lot of information on the Adventurers and Explorers Club and all the changes and stuff that was been made throughout Disneyland and Walt Disney World and pretty much everywhere else that there is. There will be little touches of this club everywhere. It's a new thing that they're pushing forward through all their Disney parks. So yeah, if you look around, you'll see the mark very clearly on all this stuff. Anyways, but yes, like I said, this was originally the old Sis Family Robinson Treehouse, which was updated for the modern day to now the Adventurers Treehouse. So there's that. Now we're going to go on to the next one, and we now go into the Moana Parade Float. And there we go. So you can see, I forget which parade this is for, 'cause I haven't been to Disneyland in ever. Probably a good 20 or so years, 30 years. No, more like 30 or 40. God, it's been like forever. No, no, actually, it wasn't that long. Yeah, it was like 20 something. Because we did go to Disney once when my nephew and my niece's kids were still babies. They were pretty much well, two of them were toddlers and one of them was not, but he was about a year behind them. And we went to Disneyland and we went to Knott's Berry Farm the next day. And I remember that one really, really well because my nephew was so afraid of the animals, and my young niece, grandniece, she wanted to go in the petting zoo. So we're going through there, and I'm trying to follow her everywhere she goes with my nephew, trying to get as high as he can on top of me to get away from the animals because he was so afraid of them. And then we went into the little pony ride that they had there because my niece wanted to go ride the ponies. And my nephew was finally able to stand on his own 2 feet and walk on his own because there was nothing around him. But what surprised me was he wanted to ride one of the horses. I thought it was just going to be her and he was going to stay with me. But he wanted to ride one of the horses. And he had got on that horse. They put him on there and he was petting the horse real nicely, gave it a little kiss. And so when his mother and sister came up to where we were, I'm like pointing, and they took pictures of him because they saw him on the horse and they were completely surprised because that is the only animal this child had ever come near in his entire life. We had a neighbor that had a dog that he would had gotten used to and would pet, but that was it. He stayed away from animals for the longest time. He was deathly afraid of animals for some crazy reason. Don't know why. Walt Disney, Disney, and Knott's. Knott's are the best pals. Okay. I love Knott's Berry Farm for a lot of different reasons and that I like from Disney, but still. Anyways, so I don't know which parade this is, but it's from one of the parades, and so you can put it in your valley someplace. It's really cute. Then, of course, we have the Train Conductor Dragon, which is, again, he's a return from last week. We have the return of the Peppy Popcorn Squirrel, who he was a part of, I think it was last summer's big push, because they were doing the whole big thing for, like a summer fun thing where Mickey and Minnie were dressed in 1950s attire. So he had like a Letterman jacket, and she had like the little poodle skirt. And I should say Pluto skirt because her skirt did not have a poodle; it had Pluto on it. About the point. It was kind of a joke on that. And Donald had what was known as a soda jerk outfit, which back then, from what I know, because I was not alive back then, they used to have these like little restaurants, so they call it soda fountains, where you go in there and you can get various sodas and had ice cream, whatever, and you basically got ice cream floats from the place. But the people who attended it, the guys who were behind the counter, they were called soda jerks because that's what they did. They made the soda and they used the handles because you had the tap. for the sodas. And so that was the outfit. In fact, that's the outfit that he's wearing also, is the same kind of soda jerk outfit that Donald would have had. So yeah, that's from last year. He's been back a couple of times. Then of course we have the Disney Park entrance, which I already have. And this would be like when you go into Walt Disney or Disneyland. I don't know about Walt Disney World, but if you go to Disneyland, there's a section that you go underneath to get into the park itself. That is close to where the railroad runs. The Moana float is part of the new nighttime parade. Okay. Oh, Starlight Dream. Okay, perfect. And Walt Disney World does have one too. Okay. Yeah, the one in Disneyland is a little differently because the train has to pass by, but they do have a thing set up for all the what have yous on there that looks really nice. Because you have to go on these little bridges to get to the inside of things, so the train goes overhead. Because the train is up front and prominent, and this is actually how you get into the train station. So when you go up the stairs, there's going to be like a thing like this where the door opens up, and so it has the facade, and you go through the inside of the thing, because that's where the line goes through the inside, and then you go back out again underneath the awning and wait to get on the train. Where this is actually an entrance, because I think the train for Walt Disney World is in a different location, and it's not up front like it is for Disneyland. They wanted something a little different. Then, of course, the train conductor outfit that Goofy has, which, of course, would be something that they would wear at the train station in Disneyland nowadays. And I already have that one, as you can see the little check mark down there as well. Then, of course, we have the floral assembly. This is another returning outfit. So it's the floral mini skirt. Up, too far. The white floral heels. The boating hat. The swan necklace. And, of course, the rose pearl earrings. And this whole idea, like I said, like the boating hat, it's supposed to be something that a young woman would wear if she was going on the lake and her boyfriend or whoever was going to be, paddling them on a little, paddle boat somewhere. As kind of a romantic what have you. So that kind of an outfit, get that in your head. Then, of course, we have the return of the It's a Small World. And this is another player home. Sorry, I went to do this. So we have the traditional, which I don't know if the boat goes in and out or not. As far as I know, if it doesn't actually move or anything. And then, of course, this is the Christmas overlay. So you have the Christmas lights and stuff, so you can change houses from, winter to spring, just like they do in the parks, if that's what you want. Which, of course, is 300 moonstones for that. And I have enough player homes, and I might get this to put with the Disney stuff, but that's not something I'm interested in doing right now, so yeah, it can wait. Then, of course, we have the It's a Small World pillar, which, of course, is the clock face. Because it does you have the tick-tock on it, and you do hear music at the top of the hour. And there was this one, and then there was another one that was more colorful. And I know one of them came in the Star Path, and I think the other one you had to buy. Either way, I already have this one. No big deal. There's the other one right there. There's the rainbow pillar. They said same basic principle. The only difference is this has more color than the other one does. So it depends on what you want your valley to look like, how you want the thing set up. If you want more colorful or more muted. You can do one of each, and they're only 1,000 moonstones each. Okay, then we have the Parks Day outfit. This is an outfit that was, again, part of the Park Day celebration that we had, so it was part of the Star Path. So you got the Mickey Waffle, what's it called? Damn it. Come on, Aries, you know what it is. Shit. It's one of those backpack purses that are like really expensive, like 80 to 90 bucks. I know what they're called. I just can't think of what it is right now. My brain is completely dropping out of sync. Anyways, the waffle backpack purse. And then you have the jacket and the uh, it looks like a yellow hoodie pullover with the lanyard and the pins attached to the front, because a lot of the long time uh, Disney goers, the ones that go all the time and really love it, go to collect the latest pins, and they trade pins and blah blah blah. So that's your pin, and you have your little lanyard thing up front. Then of course you have the bucket hat, which has all the little Mickeys on it, and then you have the Mickey Mouse uh, tattoo marker, which has two little Mickeys on your face. Okay. Then we come back over here to the magical squirrel, which is the chocolate and whipped cream covered squirrel. Again, he's something I already have. I believe that I didn't see that glitch there. Interesting. That shouldn't be there like that. I believe that he was also part of one of the Star Paths. So, I already have him. He's cute. Then we have the Inside Out headquarters. We got the memory wall. You can actually change the photo on the thing there to whatever you feel like. The rest of it doesn't really do anything. It just looks cool. I think the things actually move, but I'm not sure. And then, of course, you got the couch that goes with it. And there's actually a pink version that I got in the store from Scrooge's. So there's actually two copies of this couch. And this came with the inside, or not inside out. This came with the Pixar event that we got for the Star Path, and that was like two or 3 years ago. I can't remember now. It's been a while. Yeah, but I think it was 2004 or 2024 is when that came in. Then of course we have the another returning item, the Pixar Pal Around, which isn't exactly the Pal Around, because the Pal Around actually has a secondary set of cars, or whatever they're called, that are on a track that kind of roll. So it has like this kind of like an oval shaped track. So when it moves around, it will roll back and forth along that track, and it will constantly be swinging. So you're not stationary. It actually moves. But they couldn't do that because, you know, it's kind of small, and they needed to make sure they had plenty of room for it. They couldn't make it too huge. But you get the general gist of this. This is up in my floating island where all my Disney stuff is now. Again, this is a returning item, and it's only 200 or 2,500 moonstones from the original. I think it was 275. I don't remember now. So, and of course, it does have some lights on there. Hard to see with this new background because it's not dark enough. The old one was much better for that. Then, of course, we have the Dumbo ride. This is another returning item. Again, this is part of the Parks Fest event that we had. And most of the Park Fest rides we got for free as part of the event. And yes, if you haven't been in Dreamlight Valley and you haven't been part of this set, each of these rides you can get in with your camera and take photos of yourself riding the ride. My only problem is that with some of them, they don't actually make you sit down. So, like when you're in the pal around, you're standing, and it looks kind of weird because you're not sitting in the car like you're supposed to. So the view is kind of weird. But yeah, you can do it either as a first person or a third person, and it'll be outside taking pictures of you as you are your car as you are, rotating around whatever dumble you're in. And I can show you guys that if you want to see what it looks like. But these are all rideable items with your camera. I do have it on my YouTube channel if you want to go back and look at it also, but still. Again, another returning item, and again, it's 10% off. Then we're going to go to the next item, which we now go back to the Cozy Companion Raja bundle, which we already looked at last week. But again, this is another returning item from last week. Then we go back into the regular stuff here. Let's see. Okay, then we have the spotlight items, which we looked at earlier, right? Parks Fest. Okay, here we go. This is the new stuff. Okay, some newer stuff. This is another really nice little area. It's called the Celestial Pond. It has the looking glass and has the little weird what have yous on there and the moon. And apparently, this item you can actually, a little path that's right there, you can actually walk through that path. So it makes it great for taking photos. So that's what it looks like in the dark. So that's a cool one. I wouldn't mind getting this because this looks really nice. Where I would put it, I have no freaking clue. Then we have the Celestial Center Assembly, which, as you can see, has that really nice crown. This really gorgeous looking dress. I like this dress. How you go from the really, really dark blue down into the gold. And the blue lightens up somewhat as it goes down. Definitely a beautiful outfit. And then, of course, the shoes. The Celestial Stunner shoes. Which in their own looks pretty cool also for, heels. If you have a female character or if you do like with me, yeah, I have both. Great outfit to wear. Definitely something I wouldn't mind picking up. At $17.50, it's not a bad price for those. It's a really good set. Then we have these two wonderful items. This is the shooting star, the enchanted shooting star. And basically, like the aurora or the clouds, whatever, you will place these, and we went an ad break in about a minute. So let me hurry up and try to get this through. You'll put this in the sky somewhere, and it will swirl around, and those little stars will actually drop out of the sky. So you'll see like little shooting stars on you. And this is just like someplace you put up, and it's just like the planets and just rotates and stuff. Again, really cool looking things. I wish they were animated. You could see what they look like. It's kind of a drag that they don't have it. But still, really cool set if you want if you want something different for your valley. Okay, now we go to the Cozy Star Observatory, which is this really nice looking house. I like this one a lot. I believe we had this one before. I don't remember. Oh, ad break. Okay. So it's going to be about a minute and a half before they come back. But still, we'll look over this one really for a while. I do love the way this one looks. I love the doors. I love how you have the various areas underneath, like the little sections where the building where you kind of like can sit inside the thing. I wish you can actually sit in those little areas, which just sucks. Or walk the little balconies. I love some of these, the way they have some of the details on these, but a lot of stuff you can't use. The doors, I'm sure, are both usable. You know, but you can't use a lot of it. Like Tiana's restaurant has like this little awning section on the left hand side of the building, and you can actually place furniture there, or a bench or chairs or whatever down there, and you can actually sit there. Or like with my restaurant when I have in the valley over in the glade, I have like a black tray that has various foods on it. It mainly supposed to be like a dessert tray situation where a person can come up and pick up various desserts in that little area. So, and I think the one in the aisle, I just have a benches there next to that just to look really good. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do apologize for the breaks. Again, you can use the sub to get rid of the breaks. You can use Prime sub if you have Prime sub. That Twitch turbo thing you could use. I don't know how anybody's supposed to get money from that, honestly, because it's for everybody, and how they break that down between, who you're watching and not watching, and how everybody gets money from it seems sketchy to me at best, but whatever. I, I just work here. I don't know all the mechanics. Or you can do the cheap and easy way. Most browsers now have a picture-in-picture screen set up. The game screen, or what you're looking at right now, will separate and go off to one side, leaving the ads in the larger space. You mute the ad, enlarge the smaller screen, the secondary screen, and you should have a slide for the volume that you can turn up and continue watching the show while the ads are playing quietly in the background. That's what I do a lot of times. It doesn't work every single time because sometimes Twitch will block you from doing that. They won't bring up the secondary screen. I at least I know that on Firefox. That's where I'm at on my browser. So sometimes it does block me, but I would say 90% of the time it does work. So it's one of the easiest and cheapest ways to go around the ad break, so you can continue watching the show and listen to your favorite streamers, where you don't have to wait for the 2-3 minutes or whatever time it is that they have set up for the ads. I know I have one person who does the ads once an hour and has it set for like 5-6 minutes instead of doing like I'm doing every half hour. I can do it like every 15 minutes and have them smaller, but that seems excessive. So, I try not to do that. Okay, and then we're going to come over here to the Golden Bloom Cottage. I think this is another returning one as well. But it has all these beautiful orange blossoms all over the place. Have the flowers growing up on top. And it's a really nice looking house. A very beautiful looking house. Kind of simple. Really fun if you want to add that to your valley someplace. Again, I have too many player homes. I don't need it. 3,000 moonstones, of course. And is that it? Oh no, here we go. The Valley Jester Assembly. I believe this is also another returning one. So you have the Jester hat. You have the top. Ah! You can't see them because of the thing I'm wearing. The capris, which unfortunately you cannot see because of what I'm wearing. Damn it. Oops. And, of course, the Jester shoes. They look like high-heeled boots, really. So, it's always weird the way they have this because, again, it's supposed to be unisex, but if you look at that top looks very feminine because it has the V-neck. And the breasts are kind of, like, emphasized. And then you have the shoes, which have heels on it. Not very unisex, guys. We then have the sunflower wings as another returning item. And you have the petals that fall from it. You have the trusty house. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is from the Lady and the Tramp. And trusty, I think, was the hound dog next door from Lady. Because you had Trusty and you had Scotty. Which, for a Scottish Terrier, is a terrible name. Too on the nose, don't you think? So, yeah. So, this is another player home. Very nice. You know, I like the tables and the chairs out front. Very nicely decorated. Beautiful house. Too bad you can't use any of those items on the side. I wish you could interact with the houses much better than you can. It'd be really cool if you can sit on the back and rock on the rocking chairs, but what can we do? And now we go back into this area here, which we already have, and then, of course, the standard stuff. And for some reason, why do I have these? Yes, I don't want any of this stuff saved. I don't know why this stuff is being saved. Anyways, so that's what we have in store for the store. Now, as far as the showcase goes, I have some thoughts. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. For a supposed showcase, it was really very short. I mean, first off, they gave you, they're giving away these uh, Eeyore ears that you were supposed to pick up, which for some reason mine has not shown up. I don't know why. But yeah, there were supposed to be these Dumble ears that you were supposed to pick up if you watched the showcase or any of their streamers that they had playing the game that day or today. But yeah, you're supposed to have these ears that you're supposed to pick up if you watch for an hour. The showcase was not an hour. They kind of cheated. And why I say that is because the stream went live, well, not really live, but it went active 30 minutes beforehand. And it was just showing the clock and the countdown, whatever. Just telling you it was starting soon. Then the countdown came up and they started asking questions for the next, 10 minutes or so. And then the last 10 minutes was a countdown to the show started. And they tell you, oh, if you're watching from the beginning, you should already be halfway done. Well, why didn't you say that to begin with so that people would have jumped on? Because I wasn't watching on Twitch, I was watching on YouTube. Because that's normally what I watch on my TV. So I can see it nice and big and see everything happening. If you had told me it would have been on Twitch, I would have had the Twitch playing in the background. So I had to go literally jump into my Twitch chat on my Twitch channel on my computer and pull up Dreamlight Valley so I can try to get some of that time done. And like I said, only maybe 15, 20 minutes was recorded before I had to find somebody streaming to get the ears. So I was a little miffed about that. Again, the showcase itself, that the stuff that they showed was maybe like 10 to 12 minutes. It wasn't very long. All they announced about the summer stuff, because it made it sound like they were going to go over the summer stuff and give us some ideas or reveals about what was coming the rest of the year. Nothing. They did show this little roadmap thingy, and there was something about it where you're looking at the picture for the next DLC coming, and the guy over in Oski's Coaster Corner, who I do watch as well, had recognized that the thing looks like there was water and bubbles and stuff, and it says that we're taking a deep dive into the next expansion. So now everybody's thinking that maybe we're going to have like a Finding Nemo expansion or something, that maybe we're going underwater. I don't know. But it does seem like something interesting is going to be happening there. But they really gave no hints or no ideas on what's coming for the rest of the year. So the next two updates, free updates. The only thing they said is the summer event, the secondary summer thingy. We are officially getting Wreck-It Ralph in the Valley. That's all they confirmed. And that took like a couple of minutes to say all that. So literally nothing about the summer event. And they teased more about it in their tweets and stuff than what they actually gave. So again, when you think showcase, you're thinking something really big and grand. You're going to see all kinds of stuff. You know, a 15-minute show is not a showcase. You know, that's an update. So, yeah, it was a little off-putting. Because I was expecting something bigger, something longer, and they didn't have it. Now, what they did show was pretty cool. So basically what's going to happen is you have to buy the new pack, which is going to be $16.99 US, $16.99 euros, or $13.99 in pounds in Great Britain. Why it's cheaper there? Their economy must be better than ours. Not the point, though. So, that's the pricing. It's literally a mini adventure. You're going to be getting a new area, which basically you're going to get seeds that are going to spring into a tree, and the tree is going to be a doorway to this new area. And you can move that tree anywhere in your village. So you can set up wherever you like it. And like I said, the tree is a portal to another area. From there, you're going to meet Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, and Piglet. They're each going to have little quests and stuff that you need to unlock to get to the next area. There's going to be 4 areas that you have to get into. And the 4th one is going to have the main quest area for the reason why this new valley looks very cloudy and there's all kinds of stuff going on. And, you know, basically, as always, you're going to have to fix whatever's wrong with this area so that everything can be, you know, nice and happy again. And yes, you can bring the 3 characters to your valley, but unlike with the realm and the realm doors, this little mini map is an extension, which means you can visit it anytime you want. You can decorate it. You can put houses over there. You can put all kinds of furniture, do all kinds of what have you. There's going to be all kinds of new stuff that you can craft and create or buy, whatever, and place throughout this new section. You're going to have beehives that you're going to make, because the beehive is very important, because the honey has very magical properties, and you're going to be able to use that to craft some of the variable items for this new area. There's going to be a couple of new flowers that you're going to have in this area as well. So a couple of flower sets that you're going to be able to collect. And you do want to have as many flowers in the area as possible, so that the more flowers, the more the bees make honey. And the more honey you get in the long run. You know, that goes without saying, but still. There's going to be 4 new companions. They're going to be little hedgehogs. They're the cutest, most adorable things you've ever seen. They're absolutely adorable, and they are going to come with their own companion photo pose. So, yeah, it has that. This new world's going to have all kinds of really new looking, neat looking stuff that comes with it. And like I said, some of the stuff they showed, I wish I could remember everything, but there was some really nice looking houses and trees and all kinds of built stuff that you can have that you can decorate with. So yeah, you could put a house, your own house there, and have that as your, main home, whatever. So really cool, really beautiful, love it. It just looks great. Definitely a must-have if you really love Winnie the Pooh. This is to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the original story of Winnie the Pooh. Now, there is there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. Shoot, dang it. I completely forgot it because I went off on something else and I forgot what I was going to say. Dang it, I hate when that happens. My mind is just not all the way here today. In any case, it's a great item. Definitely something I want to get because I'm a big Winnie the Pooh fan. So definitely something I want. I want to have Winnie the Pooh in my valley. I love Pooh. He's always been a favorite character of mine. I love all the characters. They're absolutely spectacular. So the only ones we're going to be missing now is going to be Rabbit and Owl. Kanga and Roo. And hopefully, somewhere down the line, we will get them. Now, they mentioned this adventure pack. There is the question now whether this is going to be the first of many, or just something they're trying out for the first time. I and a couple others have this idea that this is going to be the first of many. That we're going to see more of these little adventure packs show up to help, expand areas to the valley, give you new areas to explore and craft and create and whatever that's going to be outside the valley, but still within the realm of Dreamlight Valley. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Wrong thing, I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the map. So, yeah, definitely it's going to be, I think for me it's going to be a great little pack. And it's coming, what day? Oh, shoot, I forget when it's coming. Very, very soon. I do know that. I just don't remember the actual date. Again, brain is not braining. Let me see if I can get that information from us. Ay, caramba. I hate my phone acts slower than sin. I don't know why it does this on a regular basis, but it drives me crazy when it does. Also, the new Power World update is looking really, really cool. They keep showcasing new things and stuff and new critters. And I'm definitely getting hyped for July 10th. Can't wait to jump back into that game. Okay, so Honeyglow Woods is coming on July 8th. Now, I do know that if you pre-order it early, I can't remember the exact date, there is going to be a rain gear outfit that you and Pooh will get along with the pack. And it's going to be the separate pack, like I said, for $16.99. Or if you don't have Dreamlight Valley and you want to pick it up for the first time, it's going to be in a set together with the original Dreamlight Valley for $49.99.
Though I don't want to go to bed.
So yeah, lots and lots of stuff to look at and coming to the valley. Should be a lot of fun. Okay, we want Hercules. Ah, there's Herc. And I got some gunk all over the place. Where'd he go? Uh-huh, that's what I thought. A lot of ink spots all over the place. Oh, Maleficent is here as well. Interesting.
Any interest in a quest?
Excuse me, ma'am. Okay.
What can I help you with?
So let's start his first quest now. Oh, great. The Grecian urn. You know, this reminds me of an old joke. How much is a Grecian urn? But you probably already heard it. These are the jokes, folks. Sorry. Hey, Herc, what's new? Sammy! I'm glad you're here. I was wondering if you could give me a hand with something. Phil's got this fancy urn that he wants to show off. Could you help me get it from the Dream Castle? Yeah, let's go. Gotta say though, I'm a little surprised that you need help with something like that. Oh,
you're joking.
It's not that it's too heavy for me to carry. It's just fragile. And since it's pretty special to Phil, I figure I should probably get someone's help to be safe. Ah, well. Why don't we get over there then? That.
Whoa!
Great. It's in the Dream Castle. So let's head over there now. Okay.
Guess I'll see you around.
Alright, so I'll head over to the castle. Actually, no, I want to do Okay, I can't access the castle from here. I think I can only access it from the wells. Because I know you can access the castle from anywhere in the valley. But I think you have to do it from the actual wells and not from just wherever you're standing. Now, I have to apologize. I cannot remember how to change the frickin' castle. Unfortunately, when you're doing your decorating, the thing only goes so far, and it won't let you extend over there towards the castle. So I can't reach it at any given time to remove it. And I know there's a way to do it because I changed it for the winter and I changed it for this. But every time I try to do it now, it won't let me. And I've got to remember how to get in here to change this castle. I tried to do it from here one time, but it stopped me. See, I get right here and then I come. See, it kicks me out. I'm right there and it keeps kicking me out. Let me try something. If I come over here to the housing. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. The castle's not part of the set. So yeah, I have to literally come into the thing and grab it and hit replace to replace it to wherever I want. And I can't do that for some reason because it won't let me touch the castle. So we're stuck with pink blossoms until I can figure out what's going on. Oh, here's Bill.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
Finally, you're both here. Herc need some help transporting this delicate piece of ancient Greek art. Ancient?
Police!
Who are you calling ancient? My bad, not period-specific Greek art. Close it up. This should be easy. I'll just pop it onto my shoulder and take it where it needs to go.
How about that?
No way. No how. First, we gotta build a shipping crate. Then gather some straw to pad around the urn. Maybe some soft cloth too. Oh boy. After that, I want you to decorate. What? Decorate the route with some warning signs to keep people away from. Or away while we're moving it. Okay. Like construction cones. Are you sure we need to do all this?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Phil, you're worried for nothing. Let me handle this for you. Yeah, relax, Phil. The glaze on this is a little slippery. Oh.
It can't be.
Oh no. My urn. Phil, don't panic. The craftsmanship, the color, the artistry style, depicted of yours truly. How could you oaf? Do you know how long I had this urn?
You're kidding me!
If I'd known this was going to happen, I'd have trained you to be a potter, not a hero. Gee, I'm sorry, Phil. I didn't think the urn was going to be that top heavy. Just try and repair it, will ya? We will. I guess I'll start by picking up the pieces. Once I got all the pieces, I'll go and talk to Maribel. After her experience fixing up her house and the Encanto, I bet she'll have a few skills when it comes to restoration.
Stars here are so strange. What's with these constellations?
Okay. Is that everything? Okay, that's everything. Alright. Let's go find Maribel. Yeah, how did I know that was going to happen? I think we all should have known that was going to happen. I don't think there's a person in the house that didn't think that was going to happen. Okay, Herc, hold on. Mirabelle. Is she in the valley right now? That's the question. Ah, she is. She's up by my house. And off we go. Yeah, they got the thing fixed now. Finally. I gotta get rid of some of these things.
I have something to tell you.
Hey, Mirabelle. Can I ask you for a little advice? Of course. How can I help? Well, Herc accidentally dropped Phil's prized urn, and now it's broken to pieces. We want to repair it, but I figured I'd get some advice first, so I don't accidentally make it worse. Well, that's very reasonable of you. I try. You know what? I think I might know just the thing. You have to glue the pieces back together, but not just any glue. Not all glues are created equal. I don't know that word. Sorry about that. Okay, oh, conservator. Okay, gee. One that preserves from injured or violation. What the? Damn ass. To maintain the status or integrity of, especially through financial. Okay. Okay, so conservator. That's how you spell that word. Okay. Never had to spell it before. Okay, so you need conservator's glue. It spreads evenly, won't stain any parts on the urn, and it's reversible if you make a mistake. Huh. Alright, guess I better gather the ingredients and get crafting.
Okay, listen. Don't take on too much. We're here for you.
I didn't realize I had so much junk here. A little hard to walk around when you have nothing but gigantic icicles in your way.
The stars here are so strange. What's with these constellations?
They're Disney-fied constellations. Okay, so, okay, I guess I have what I need to make the glue. I just need a table. Lucky for me, I have a table right here. Okay. Eggs, soil, and seaweed. Interesting. Okay, well. Herc, where'd you go? Herc. Earth to Herc, there you are.
Ready to be a hero?
Dang it, Herc! Herc, get over here. Hello?
Hey
okay,
there.
I'm waiting for Phil. Hey, Phil. How are you feeling? Well, sadness. Keeps following me around, asking if I want to talk about it. Does that give you a clue? Yeah, if sadness is bugging you, you know something's wrong. Oh, that bad.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Phil. I should have listened to you.
You're kidding me!
You got that right, kid. Well, I spoke to Mirabelle, and I whipped up some proper conservative glue. We can get started on fixing your urn. Give us a moment, and you'll be as good as new. Yeah.
Unbelievable!
I'll believe it when I see it.
Huh. Ah.
Don't worry, Phil. I won't rest until we fixed it.
Go on.
You better not. I'm going back to my house to set up the work table. I don't want you bozos fixing my urn on a blade of grass. Fair enough. This is going to be a very precious job. So a work surface would be useful. I think I'll change into some rustic clothes, too. No sense in getting my nice clothes covered in glue.
I don't have all day
We make
here.
a great team.
Okay. So now I gotta change outfits and meet them back at the house. I always hate how Phil says, I'm going back to my house when it's Herc's. Technically Herc's house he's staying in. Oh, there's one more. Actually, I think there's two more, isn't there? Three more. There's one over there, too. But I think there's one right here.
Some people are worth melting for.
You know, Olaf just reminded me of something, you know, because of the voice actor and everything. The funny thing is that everybody, has this, inflated idea of, LeFou in the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie being gay. Because one of the LGBTQIA magazines had made mention to this big revelation, whatever. And that wasn't supposed to be the takeaway. The whole idea is that it was supposed to be very ambiguous. The character this wasn't supposed to be some major coming out. There is some confusion, you know, between his praise of Gaston, you know, as in someone he respects and looks up to or wants to be like, versus, you know, someone he's attracted to. And of course, dancing with the one guy who was also the one who ended up being dressed in the female, you know, kind of in the drag costume when he got thrown into the big closet, you know, thingy. But it wasn't supposed to be that this confession that he was gay. It was supposed to be very ambiguous, letting the audience try to, you know, sort of decide for themselves whether he was or wasn't. So that was kind of a kind of a misnomer. Maybe. As it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't supposed to be anything technically official. That might be better. Okay, now, we need to get rid of, you. Thank you. We don't want anything on the arms. Don't want anything getting ruined. Remove that. Oops. Yep. I know it's supposed to be from the Inside Out quest we have, but still, it does kind of work. It's either that or the Monsters Inc. one. I don't think I have a regular construction hat without it being one of those two types. And, there. That looks like it completes the set better. Alright. Mount Olympus, here we come. And I saw a snowball left behind. Gosh dang it. Oh, by the way, now that we're about a minute and a half in, I want to thank Awesome Kickass. Normally I couldn't say that name without having a problem because of YouTube. But since we're more than 7 minutes in now, I think I can say that word. He's the gentleman that we followed yesterday, or raided yesterday, and he was nice enough to give me a follow, even though I didn't give him one at the time, so I'm making sure
Hey, kid, we gotta talk.
did that. Okay.
Hey, you made it. Great.
Wow, you look ready to get to work. Well, if you're gonna do something, you better do it right.
Huh.
True. That's why I think you should handle the urn, Sammy. I don't want to accidentally break it even worse. I'm sure Phil appreciates your consideration. Time to fix the urn.
For you, kid.
Guess I'll see you around.
So now we're gonna do the puzzle piece thingy. Okay, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there for now. No? Maybe down here. Oh yeah, down here. No. Okay, that works. Oh, why didn't I see that before? That was so stupid of me. Okay, we got several pieces with Phil's head. Ah, that's up here. No, that's not it. This is over here. Silly me. This is the table. I noticed it after I put it down, it didn't have the blue on it. Up over there. And then one final piece to place. Done and done. Well, It doesn't look good as new, though. Come on.
I don't have all day here. Ugh.
What can I help you with?
Look at that. You got all the pieces back together, Sammy. What do you think, Phil? I think you're a long way from being done.
Interesting.
I can still see all the cracks running to it. No way, it's as good as new. Well, maybe your urns, like an old retired warrior. It's showing off its scars it got in battle. You know, when you put it that way, I suppose it's not that bad. I've been around the block a few times, so I guess it makes sense that my urn would have too. But still, it doesn't have that same pizzazz that it did before. You're right. It needs something else. This might be a strange idea, but what if we were... Now, what if we make the scars part of the design?
Oh!
We can give some... We can give them some bright colors that really stand out. Ah, now he's talking the Japanese style of repair. Or the Chinese. Ugh, I got my things confused. Or is it Chinese? Oh, god damn it, I forget. Now we're talking. Yeah, I think I can make something extra sparkly sparkly paints to use. Herc, if I bring you a bunch of gemstones, do you think you could use your strength to crush them into a powder that I can use that I can use as paint pigment? No problem. Great. I should probably focus on getting the stones in the primary colors. Red, yellow, blue.
I got a job that's perfect for a kid like
don't
you.
work too hard, okay?
I haven't got this wallpaper yet. I'm sure it's coming. Okay. Oh, wait. Gems are upstairs. I keep forgetting. Vault time. Oh, okay. I have the garnet on me. I don't know if it wants the sapphires or if it wants... Sapphires work. See, naturally, I thought Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby. Oh no, what's yellow? Why did I think green for? Problem is, in actuality, Ruby isn't red. Even though the terminology is Ruby red, Ruby is more this color. If you actually go into a jewelry store and ask to see anything that's, has ruby jewels on it, it's going to have a more pinkish look to it. If it is red, it is fake. Rubies will always have a pink pigment to it. It'll also have a lot of like filament in it. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the stones through what is known as a loop, which is the tool that jewelers use to look at stones and stuff with, you're going to see lots of little black specks. That's usually from the carbon or whatever material that was used to help to create the stone. That's why they talk about clarity count when it comes to diamonds. The clearer the diamond, the higher the quality count. It also adds to something known as the carats, which is actually the worth of the diamond. And carats also go with the size, to how big the diamond is. So the bigger the carats, the larger the diamond, the larger the stone. The clearer it is, the more that price is then goes up in worth. If you find a stone that has absolutely no filament in it, no carbon whatsoever, it's probably fake. Because you'll not find a diamond that does not have any kind of filament in it whatsoever. That's why they have some diamonds that are kind of like a dingy yellow. They're called dirty diamonds because they have so much carbon stuff in them. It gives it that yellow tinge. Now, some people like those. Not everybody does. I don't. I think they look bad. Especially for something that's supposed to be a diamond. Alright. Again, we're about ready to go into ad break in about 30 seconds. Again, do apologize, guys. Hang out as long as you can. And we'll see you guys when you get back on the other side. In about a minute and a half or so, I think is what the last one was. But yeah, otherwise we'll be right here waiting for you. About 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't have that problem because, well, ads work differently over there. The ads actually paused the video, so you are stuck watching the ads without missing what the show is all about, and then it comes back and lets you finish the show from that point forward. YouTube ads can be a bit annoying sometimes, especially when it tells you can skip the ads and then it goes into more ads. That always drives me nuts. It's like, why did you tell me you can skip the ads if I can't skip the ads? You're going to show me more ads anyways. You know, another minute and a half of ads. Really? For me, it's a matter of, if you're going to show me, that much ads, don't skip. Don't give me the option to skip or go to the next ad. Because there's no point if you're going to continue to throw more ads on. You know, especially if I've already been here. You know, it's like a 2.5 hour ad break. I'm sitting here waiting, and I get to get out early, and then you throw more ads on me. I end up pretty much sitting longer. Alright, looks like everybody is back. Thank you guys for waiting. Through all those ads, appreciate it. Let's go ahead and continue this, give them their gems. Alright, Herc, my friend. Crush those
Boy,
stones.
am I glad to see you.
Yeah, I said the same thing, but not that way. You bet. I'm glad my strength can actually help now. I was sure it was gonna... I was sure I'd got past breaking things by accident. It used to happen a lot when I was a kid. Well, it happens to everyone now and then. Don't sweat it. Just be more careful in the future. I will. Okay, give me a moment.
Huh.
There you go. Powdered gem pigments. As requested. Perfect. I'll apply these to the urn. Then, if it all goes according to plan, we can finish bringing the urn over to Phil. And, I hope you won't be offended if I bring it over with some Dreamlight magic. Nope, not at all. That would be great.
Guess I'll see you around.
Okay, so... Up, come on.
The stars here are so strange. What's with these constellations?
I don't have all day here.
Listen.
We got work to do.
Okay, the Grecian urn.
Huh?
So, do you like it, Phil? Well, I think it's... Come on, Phil. I'm drowning in guilt here. If you're gonna let him down, do it gently. Okay, I love it.
Whoa!
Yes! Everyone's gonna see this thing. Sammy, you gotta put it somewhere in the valley where it can sparkle.
Come on, it's time to get moving.
I would like to put in this pedestal right here, but I don't know if it's gonna let me. I might have to have a... No, oh no, it's not gonna fit. It's way too big. Okay. I'm gonna have to find someplace else for this. Okay, I don't know if I even have a pedestal big enough for it, because it looks pretty large. Yeah. It is a very large item. hope that's the right way.
Oh, wow, amazing!
Ah, it was the wrong way. Gosh dang it. I was afraid of that. Where's Phil? I can't get Phil into the photo. Alright, that's the best it's gonna get. What's that face, Herc? It was facing the wrong way. Gosh damn it. I hate when that happens.
Ready to be a hero?
Okay, let me turn it around. There it goes.
Not bad.
Oh, no, not you.
Remember, don't just barrel in without thinking.
Hey there.
Ah, get a load of that urn, Phil. Get a load of that urn. Those gemstone pigments really light up in the sun. Hey, there's no sun right now, but still, it lights up anyways. I'm glad you like it, Phil, and I want to apologize again for breaking it in the first place. But I'm glad I was able to help fix it. Yeah, that's right that I was talking about. The Kintsugi art form. I was right Japanese the first time. It's a Japanese art form where they repair broken porcelain and highlight the cracks with gold. Ah, that sounds classy. But I think my colorful version is color version is a better match for my particularly colorful personality. He's in the fountain. I didn't realize that. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty upset at first. You had good reason to be upset.
Interesting.
True, still. I didn't have to get all steamed. Now, when I look at that urn, I remember, it'll remind me that I've got some pretty great friends. Ah, thanks, Phil. And I gotta admit, that sparkly stuff makes it even better than before. So, Sammy, if you want to move it around later, in a traveling expedition, knock yourself out. Just be careful not to break it.
Hey, kid, we got a catcher.
Okay.
I would know.
Whew. Okay. That takes care of one disaster. Alright. Now. We still have one more area to fix. Okay, so looks like we need the citrine. Yeah. Citrine, onyx, and emeralds. And the shiny version of both. Over here we need all the flowers. And over here we need a lot of food. Okay. We'll attract these one by one. I forgot I can't fast travel while I'm indoors in this place. Coolness. It's weird. I never did get the ears. It was supposed to be mailed, but I haven't seen them yet. Okay. So, we need a lemon. Okra. I think there's okra over here. No, maybe not. God damn it, will you stop doing that? I really need to put the animals away when when I don't need them. Ah, here we go. Okay, one okra. Now I should grab the rice when I was over here, completely spaced. Rice. I really need to stop and think about what I'm grabbing before I leave the area. Cocoa. Isn't the coffee bean over here too? Guess not. Will you move? That one will still be empty because, yeah, nothing in it yet. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are in the other chest. I think. No, not this one. my regular mushrooms? So I thought they were these guys because there's something you just part there. I'm staring right at them. I'm such an idiot. Now I just need to remember where I put the coffee. Oh, again, right before my eyes. Bing, bang, boom. Done. Okay. So we need all the milkweed now. That's the orange. I have the orange right? Yes. It's that one I don't need. I'm seeing this one. Okay. Got the purple. I need the orange and red. Yes. Need the white. Wasn't there one more? No. Yeah. The blue. That's what I thought. There it is. You know, this place is would have cost a pretty penny. How Olaf was able to come up with the money to cover this, I have no clue. Because I'm sure he owes McDuck a shit ton to create this place. Just the gold trim on the rug alone would be expensive. And let alone all the gold trim everywhere, the drapes and stuff. It's probably high quality drapes. If this was a real place, of course. Still. Mm. Yeah, they were supposed to send me the ears, but I never got them. Back upstairs. And the two I want are right here, too. Perfect. Emerald. Citrine. Oh, and one onyx. Hate to get rid of these because they're precious. Probably the more precious stone here because everything else I could find. I mean, even though diamonds you can only get in one area, I can usually get quite a few emeralds or diamonds. But onyx, even though you can find them in nearly every node, the rarity of them dropping is very high. Okay. So a herring, a cod, a tuna, a lobster, and a squid. Sorry about that. Someone had to ask me a question. Okay. Back downstairs. Alright, so we need a herring. A cod. A squid. a lobster, and the tuna. That's right, tuna. The big boy. Where is the big boy? Ah, there he is. I remember in the Dark Clouds game series, the frozen tuna is actually a weapon that you can wield. In the first game, you are given like different characters you meet, and each of them have different playstyles and weapons. And so the big uh, barbarian style guy, he is your heavy hitter. So he does all the two-handed weapons, the clubs, the axes, the giant hammers, and of course the tuna. It's pretty badass when you first get it, but it does wear out after a while. You have to hire enemies, it doesn't do as much damage, but still. It's just funny to watch them running around with a frozen tuna in their hand, smacking people upside the head. Actually, we're gonna do this one first because this one's always easier because it's just one thing. Hmm. What am I doing? Don't you just put those in from your animals? I mean, 'cause technically I already have all of them. You just can't grab them. There we go. $50 hardwood, 30 softwood. Oh goodness, I don't think I have that many of the blue marsh weeds. I'll have to see if I can find some more. First, let's see what we got in the in store. Okay. That's all the purified night shards I have. Yeah, that's what I thought. I have 10 out of 16, which means I'm gonna have to go find more because I don't think I have anywhere else. Just white? Okay. Okay, so first off, we're gonna do one of two things. We're gonna head for the forest, and we're gonna collect whatever flowers that Beast has in his stall.
Oh, Riley loves looking at the stars.
Then whatever he
How's it
doesn't
going?
have, we will get from wherever we can get.
Oh, yippee!
Dang it, he's got no blue. Okay. Then let's hope that there's enough blue in the glade to make up for the 6. Otherwise, we're gonna be waiting an awful long time. I know the respawn weight of flowers. Nope, that wasn't the blue ones. $13, so it was the one that was only 3. Shite. Okay, well. This is not helpful in the slightest. Unless I have milkweed somewhere else, say either in one of the biomes where I have the flowers sitting in, which is here and in the other one, or a Daisy's house. I am basically screwed. I just wish it would tell me what each flower is. That's the milkweed, but it's the wrong color. I can tell right off the bat. Up. Let's check daisies, but I seriously doubt it 'cause I don't think I put any milkweed over there. Not really one of my favorite flowers. So I probably didn't decorate with it very much. Also, it's not really one that I have a lot of use for.
Whoa, look at all the stars.
I know it's designed for crafting some of the furniture and stuff, but other than that, I just have no use for it. It's not one of the flowers I like. Well, again, I have a milkweed, but I think that's purple. And that does not help me.
I'm having so much fun here.
So unless I have blue milkweed, any of the flower bundles that I have that I can break down and get the flower back from, it's gonna be a while before I can finish that one. Alright, we'll do everything else. Oh. I guess it won't let me add it since there's not enough of it. Okay, whatever. Okay. Hardwood. Oh, I have enough hardwood. Of course I would. Perfect. And I'm gonna need more over here too. 45. Mother Gothel. She's gonna love having the little stand-in of her, man. Come on. I went too far past the little thing. I'm still used to the entrance being just something you can automatically walk through.
Ooh, today could be a perfect picnic day.
Yes. Oh, wrong chest. Okay, Yep. Just to citrine. Okay. Alright. Let's head back to the expedition. Hmm. Alright. This is the hard part, is having to run back and forth throughout this whole thing. I can use the glide, of course, but that's not really the point. Yeah. Okay. Okay, okay. I must apologize. I'm starting to get really tired. And unfortunately, when that happens, the brain tends to go bye-bye sometimes. That's weird. I never remember being able to leave the house on the upper floor. Must be something new they added. Alright. We're a minute 22 in. I'd like to be able to finish this before I have to go to ad break, but the flower situation the way it is, more than likely, I'm not going to be able to finish this. Because I'm always going to be short 3 flowers until the next time the flowers grow. It also means I'm going to have to pull the flowers from the glade so I can have a new batch of flowers grow, so I can hopefully get the blue ones. Oh, what am I doing? That's not what I want to do. So, we're going to do what we should have done last time. Because I didn't think about it at the time. And that's, we're going to suck everything up. There's a balloon right there. Isn't that blue? Yeah, that's blue. One purple, one blue. Okay. So now we have 14. So I need orange and purple. No, that one. Okay. So now we just need the hardwood, the clay, and the dream shards. God, I'm that low in hardwood? Sheesh, I should have more than that. I'm gonna have to start collecting some again. And night? Dream shards. The other commodity I don't have a whole lot of. Night shards come up much more than the dream shards do. Which really sucks. Ah! Wouldn't go in. Alright, Feather gostle. I make her with dream shards? That's weird. Night shards would be better. But still. There we go. So now we just have the last one to deal with. And that all comes down to getting those milkweed flowers, which we're going to have to wait for. Again, I don't know how long the flowers take us. Flowers, they don't give you a time frame on how fast they grow. They only tell you how much they sell for and where to find them. And that is the extent. Which really sucks. Oh, Phil's puzzle. Okay. Alright, so, we're going to put the rest of the stuff away, grab out the blue milkweed flowers. And, yep. I think we're going to call it a night. No, wrong one. You know, I'm going to have to make one room where I can put all of the fish tanks in. And just make it a large aquarium. Okay, well. That is going to do us for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being here and being part of the show. Hope you guys had a great time. I want to thank everybody who stopped in here and hung out with me tonight. As always, a big shout out to my buddy Mysterious CW3 for hanging out with us and chatting, as well as to Aaron 21 who stopped off in here earlier in the stream for a little while. Thank you guys so much for being here, being part of the show. Of course, again, big shout out to Awesome for the shout out yesterday, as well as for the follow. A shout out to DawnWave16 who shouted me out earlier when I was on her channel about 9 hours ago. Appreciate that as well. And to, of course, all of you guys who are hanging out, lurking there, watching. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you all had fun and enjoyed this episode. I like this game a lot. You know, I love the nice cozy games, cozy vibes. And the one nice thing about Dreamlight Valley is that it's constantly giving you new things to do, new experiences to check out, and you know, problems to deal with, people to talk to, quest lines that need to be done. There's a lot going on in this game. Every couple of months, new stuff to chase, new things to go after. You're not. I mean, it's the same thing over and over again, the same grind. But it's not the point because everything changes. Everything's a little different. And getting some of these new characters in is so much fun. Um, it's not like I was playing Animal Crossing. I played for several years. Because I don't have a capture card, I couldn't record it and stream it. So I have no record of it. But I did play for many, many years. Almost about 3 years. Right up until the time when they decided to give that last big DLC and then say goodbye to the game, which kind of sucked. And yeah, there's still like the events that come up, but the problem with the events is that it's the same event over and over again, and in most cases, the rewards are the same. You don't get anything new out of them. And unlike with Dreamlight Valley, even if you've already gotten the reward, you're just going to get it again. You don't get that opportunity to say, yeah, I don't need this. And god damn it, again, what is up with Twitch right now? Earlier this morning it said, when I first started, it said, yeah, I had my 3 snoozes. I didn't use any of them. I let everything run through. Now that I need the snooze button, there's nothing available. It's telling me I have nothing to use. Which means we're going to go an ad break in 25 seconds, and I can't stop it. I hate that, because that means I have to put everything on pause for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, until the ads are done. This is just wild. This is ridiculous. Alright guys, see you in a few. This is very, very upsetting. It really, really is. I am not at all happy with how Twitch is doing anything right now. This whole ad break setup is just aggravating. And it's like, why now? Why this moment in time does it tell me that I can't do it? It's almost as if it knows that I'm getting ready to shut down. And it wants to block me from doing so. I got about 5 seconds left. Thank goodness. Alright. Everybody should be back from the ad break. Do apologize, guys, again. This is so annoying. Unfortunately, YouTube got to listen to me rant for a minute and a half. Alright. What I was saying again, like I said, is that if it's a special event, it'll show you that the items you already got, and it won't give you those items again. It will only give you the new items that they created for that year. And so you're constantly adding new items every year for that same event, and never re-getting the old stuff. With with Animal Crossing, you got the same stuff over and over again. If you had to get a recipe to complete a task, even though you already have the recipe, someone will still give you the recipe. So now you're stuck with the recipe you can't use. I mean, they did change that point when they did the last update. So if you already have a recipe, they'll give you useful items instead. But still, it was just annoying because you got the same things over and over again. If you already have it, you don't need more of them. So the only thing you can do is either put them in your storage and let it take up room, or see if there's somebody you can give them to. Just, I find that very, very annoying. Also, like I said, when you get like a new villager on your island or village or whatever it is you have, there's nothing new. You don't have to decorate the house or the yard or anything else. You only have to do that for the first couple of villagers you have. You're supposed to have... You're given certain items that you're supposed to put down there before the house can be built. And then the house gets built. After that, everybody's house is just like whatever. You place the house where you wanted to place it. Or if there's already a house placed, they'll take over the house that the person left in, and that's it. You don't have to decorate. I decorated because I wanted to make each home specific and unique to each of my characters. So if somebody left and I got somebody new, I found out what type of person they were, what kind of stuff they liked and they wanted, and that's how I decorated their houses. Or their yard, I should say, their yard area. And I try to keep everything, neat and new and fresh and constantly change things, but it got boring after a while. Watering the same old crops over and over again, same flowers, digging up the ancient bones, which I already had all the bones. I had all the dinosaur stuff, so I didn't need any of them. There were some bugs and some fish I needed to catch, which I had a hard time catching some of those. Especially because you had to be at certain times, and I would forget to log in to get it at that time. So that became a big pain in the ass. But yeah, just in general, Animal Crossing, it was okay, but the grind was just so similar, and there was nothing new going on. Like I said, even though you got new villagers, nothing really changed. It wasn't that exciting. Here, you get a new villager, and now you got all new stories you have to do. You have all these quests you have to do to level up to level 10, and you get rewards for each of that. And, when they reach level 10, you do the last quest. Sure, they're done. You're done with them for a while, no big deal. But you have, a couple of weeks before the next villager comes, and the next drop happens and stuff. So there's always something happening. There's always something changing. I've been at this for 6 years. I think I was at Animal Crossing for like 2.5, 3. I jumped back in recently when they got the new update for the hotel. I played 1 day. I established the hotel. I established the first room. And then I never bothered to check back in. Because just like with the Happy Home Island thingy, it's the exact same thing you're doing there but you're doing it for a single hotel room, for a single guest. So, yeah, there was not a lot of changes. It was the same thing over and over again, and it got kind of boring. So, when I jumped into this new expansion, I just felt like it was the same as the old one, and so I didn't stay. It didn't draw my attention. This game always draws my attention because villager, each new villager has a unique quest designed to them, designed to their story, and the reason why their character is the way they are. So, like with Alice in Wonderland, you had to learn to shrink and grow repeatedly because that's what you do in Wonderland. You change size. It's part of the base mechanics. Hercules, we had to go through hero training. Like I said, each character you bring in has their own unique, what have you, to come with them. That really helps to add to the story and fill out the whole of the island. And that's what makes this game more unique and more fun than a lot of the other life sim games. Because I tried a few of them, and I fell out of nearly all of them. I tried one of the stories of season game. I don't think I got through an entire month in that game before I dropped out. I was having trouble figuring out some of the quests. There was a thing where you had to give somebody something that I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to be doing, and it just wasn't holding my attention, and I dropped out. I did that one fairy one. I can't remember the name of it now. And I had done that for a while. Played it several months. I even romanced one of the characters, the whole 9 yards. And I'm trying to explore the new area, the ferry area, and trying to get to the cave over there. But because I was having so much trouble trying to get the keys to unlock the next area, so I had more chance of doing certain things, or basically, like I said, unlocking the teleport, so I didn't have to go running 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 block things down to get to the next area. I can just fast travel to where I needed to go. But you need certain elements and stuff that I don't have because I need to be in those higher areas to unlock them. So that got to be such a grind that I didn't want to deal with anymore. Then there was Coral Island. I am on year 2. I am married. I have a child. And we are trying to have a second child. And I kind of stopped on that one too because I was trying to do the underwater sequences and all the relationships down there and try to get certain stuff down. And I finally got all that cleared out. I'm trying to clear out all the areas of the upper section because there's certain areas you need to get into to unlock other things. And again, I got kind of stuck in certain things, and you're trying to complete all the stuff for the big main statue, the big fairy queen, wherever she is. You're trying to make sure that she's happy. You give her all the stuff you want, and I'm trying to get some of the garbage that I need to get her. I forget what it is I need to give her. So I'm selling stuff I shouldn't be, and it got to be such a grind that I didn't play. Palea. Palea. I have jumped in and out of that one. I have my farm, but my farm now is very simple. I just make stuff to basically sell stuff. I used to, try and make all the foods and what have you. Now half time I'm just buying stuff or just making the simplest food possible just so I can have the energy I need to keep going because I don't want to deal with it anymore. The cooking is so sophisticated that you literally need more than one person to help you. If you ever watch anyone play those games, they'll invite like 5, 6, 7, 8 players, wherever the maximum is. They'll invite so many players in, and they'll have like these rows of stations of all the cooking stations that you need, and everybody will be working on something just so that you can make sure that you can get the thing done on time. Because if you don't make the food within the period of time, it burns and it gets ruined, and that's it. You're done. It's now unedible. And it's such a complex system that some of the, like I said, the higher foods is impossible to make on your own. But yeah, I still play once in a while, but not as much as I should, and not as much as really not as much as I should, because it's just some of the tasks you need to do are just so tedious. We just opened up a new area. I'm trying to finish some stuff over there that I'm trying to get done, but I haven't been back in a while because I've been so busy trying to get other stuff done in other games. The Lord of the Rings game that came out for the Shire. Got that, played that. It's so funny too, because both me and my sister had the game, we played the game. I think we dropped off around the same time. And that was probably within the first month. Because the game was boring as fuck. Some of the villagers are annoying. The hobbits are annoying. Most of the quest stuff is too easy. But the whole idea of trying to make the food so you can make, people happy, have them come over and feed them the right food. That's just annoying. It's so ridiculously stupid and annoying. And I didn't want to do it anymore. So, yeah, that's sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Trying to think, is there any other ones I have? I have so many freaking games. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is one of the ones I started originally. First one I played. Love that game. Played all the way through. Got through the main story. Got married. Finished off my grandfather's thing. The whole storyline, everything. That whole thing is done. And, went through the entire first mine. And now it's just doing the same daily grind of watering your plants. If you don't have the sprinklers. I have the sprinklers. Going through and picking all the stuff. Putting things away. Cooking what you need to cook. Putting the grapes and fruits and stuff to make wines or cheese or whatever it is that you were trying to do. Selling the excess stuff, whatever you have that's the pricier stuff. You're constantly in this, doing the same thing over and over again. It's an absolute grind. If you want to try to get into the new areas in the mine, you literally have to just say, screw it, I'm not doing the farm anymore. and let that go to pot so you can go and explore the mine, because you don't have time. It doesn't give you enough time. However, you need to have the food items to make food to give yourself an energy to be able to keep going. Otherwise, you will pass out if you run out of energy. And then, of course, you have to get back before 1 o'clock. Otherwise, you fall asleep automatically, even if you're already at the doorstep of your house. If you're not in bed by a certain time, you fall asleep, boom. But yeah, I'm married, I have a child. Child is walking around like crazy. And my mate is the worst. I think all of them are going to be the same way. They do their own thing. They have their own routines that they do and they follow. And even though you have a child, nobody takes care of the child. If there's like a special event you're supposed to be going to, right? You go to the event, the dance or the party or whatever it is. The baby is not with you. The baby is at home by itself. And like I said, it's now a toddler running around the house by itself, unsupervised. Really, game? Anyways, yeah, I fell out of that one a long time ago. Even though they add that new island and stuff, I try to jump into that. I need to finish the first cave, the second cave first, and get whatever rewards I need to get for that to up my weapons and stuff, so I can survive this new one, because I'm not doing well. But, like I said, the grind is just so much that I got totally bored with it. So I haven't played that one in years. And like I said, Stardew Valley, I stopped way before I started Disney. And like I said, this is on year 6. The new update that happens in December will be the start. Well, actually, it's year 7 actually starts in September. But yeah, this September will be year 7. The 7th anniversary. 6 if you don't count the first year early access. The official launch was a year later. But still, I've been playing this game for 7 goddamn years. And I'm still here, I'm still playing, I'm still at it. There's that much to do in this game. And it keeps me entertained, it keeps me coming back for more. Like I said, I do take breaks. I don't jump, I do some of the daily stuff and then jump back out again, do other stuff. When I don't need to play, but when I'm here, we have new content. You know I'm going to be streaming it. I'm going to be here playing it for you guys. We're going to get through it just as we do any other game. And then when I'm done with this update, we'll wait till the next one. And we start over again. And I have no problem with that. I can't wait to see what Wreck-It Ralph brings to the valley. God, I rambled for 30 frickin' minutes. Do you believe that? Damn. I am a talker. What can I say? I am a talker. Okay, guys. Enough. Enough is enough. It's time to say goodbye. I have kept you here way longer than I probably should have. I want to thank you guys all for being here, for being part of the show, for hanging out with me, for listening to me ramble for a half hour about all these games. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Truly. Truly awesome. And if there's anybody left on YouTube watching this far, thank you guys as well. You guys are all superstars. I don't care. sit there and listen to me ramble for that long, you guys are the best community I could ever ask for. Thank you so very, very much for being here and for being part of this cast, for being part of this community. I couldn't ask for better people, better community members, better crewmates. Now, let us get on with the rest of this show, or the ending of the show. Make sure you guys are following me here, twitch.tv/TheRantCast. If you are not already following me, if you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying the crazy rants, please and thank you. It helps out a great deal. We're at 592. So we're 8 followers away from 600. Slowly, steadily getting up there to that 1,000 mark. And every 10 is a milestone in my book, in my computer's, in the Twitch book. I'm happy to make each of those milestones. I'm happy you guys are here and constantly coming back. Now, if you want to stay informed with what's going on in the channel, best way to do that is follow my socials at cyperrat on Twitter, at the Ratscast Instagram, on Threads, and on BlueSky.Social. Because I do post there when I'm going live what game's going to be playing. I also post there if there's going to be any changes or cancellations to the scheduling. So you guys always know what's happening over there. I also post a lot of gaming news and other game-related information. Stuff about the channel, other fun stuff, pictures of the cat. If you want to look at Mr. Barry, I got pictures on there as well. Go check it out, please and thank you. Stay informed. Stay in the know. And again, I mentioned this before, and I will mention it again and again. If you want to catch anything that you might have missed on Dreamlight Valley, again, I've been doing this for 6 years. So you missed all of the first year of the game, all of the second year, the resolution of the original storyline, and all the storylines that came afterwards. All the tons and tons of villagers that I have gotten throughout the years, all of that is over there for you guys to watch on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheRatsCast. I am a variety streamer, again, so I do all kinds of different types of games, so I have a ton of games and content over there for you guys to watch and enjoy. So please don't forget to go check that out. If you're watching this already on YouTube after the fact, again, thank you guys so much for being here, for putting up for me. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I can't express how happy I am that you guys are all here with me right now. If you're liking the channel, though, please make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. That should give the episode a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. Ask any questions if you need. Hit the bell notification, of course. Do all that YouTube stuff you're supposed to be doing, because it really helps out the channel a great deal. My channel over there needs a shit ton of help. I'm at a 0.04% as far as my viewer to subscription rate. I have more viewers than I have people subscribe to my channel. So it'd be really nice if some of you guys would just hit the subscribe button, please and thank you. Other than that, guys, again, I hope you guys had a great time. I thank you so much for being here, being part of the show. We're not going to raid out tonight. I'm late. It's late. I just want to get going. I'm having a hard time breathing because my nose is just so stuffed up, and I want to deal with that right now. Love you guys so very, very much. Happy Pride to everybody who is it refers to. You guys have a wonderful day or night, or whatever time it is where you are at right now. And I hope to see you guys all very, very soon on the next episode of the Rats Cats, which will be tomorrow with my nephew for day 1 of the 4 days of gaming. So much, thank you so much for hanging out, bud. Appreciate you. You have a good night as well. Like I said, we see you guys on the next episode of the Rats Cats. Until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.